The holiday season is here, and with it brought a couple of events to the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video games. So in this video, I'm going to go over all the events that are happening over this holiday season so that you don't miss out on all these epic Pokemon and items that you can get in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video game. So let's get into it. Alright, so our first event is going to be a Giraffe Rig Mass Outbreak event that is going to be happening in the Blueberry Academy. Now this one is going to be kind of a little bit localized. It's not going to be all over everywhere. You can't get it in Paldea. You can't get it in the Kitakami region. It is only going to be in the Blueberry Academy. It is also not going to have any increased shiny odds for this one, but it will have an increased odds for a specific mark, the intellectual mark. So that one's pretty cool. Obviously, this being a psychic type Pokemon, being a trick room Pokemon, the intellectual mark would go pretty well with this one. And if you do manage to get it shiny, having a shiny intellectual Giraffe Rig or Frigoraph that you can use on your Pokemon VGC teams would be pretty dope. It'll be Pokemon that I think I'll be actually hunting for. I'm kind of excited for this one, so I'll be busting out some psychic sandwiches and trying to snag myself a shiny intellectual Giraffe Rig over that event. So that'll be a fun one. It is going to be going from December 12th to the 19th, so just in that kind of week-long period right before Christmas, you better go ahead and snag yourself this little awesome giraffe Pokemon. And now our second event is also going to be going from December 12th to the 19th, and this one is going to be a Terra Raid event. It is only going to be a 5-star Terra Raid event, but it is going to be for some Pokemon that are, like I said with the last one, quite usable in VGC. And in this next Regulation G, could see a nice return. I mean, they've already been used quite frequently, but they definitely could see a nice resurgence or some higher usage in this next regulation. Being is that one of them is going to be Annihilate. So there'll be a 5-star Terra Raid event for Annihilate all over where you can get yourself an Annihilate. So if you don't already have one, if you need to get yourself a new one, or if maybe you just want to farm it out and get yourself some potential awesome Annihilates and or some salty herbs, because you do also have a 30% chance of getting a salty herb, more power to you. You do have that event open for you. You can catch as many as you want to. It's not like those 7-star Terra Raid events where you can only catch one. You can catch as many as you want to. The shiny odds are not increased, and there are no mark increases on this one. It is just straight up a Pokemon that can be used for raids. Is kind of the event for this one. The next one you can get is going to be a King Gambit. Is also going to be in a 5-star Terra Raid. So you got two Pokemon that are definitely very usable in VGC as well as in the Terra Raid event. So definitely two Pokemon to snag. They do both have the chance of getting that salty herb, so you can get a little bit of chance to get some of them shiny herbs, so you can use it on that Giraffe Rig if you want to during the event. So definitely can kind of go hand in hand and get some pretty sweet Pokemon for your VGC teams, because all of them are very, very usable Pokemon. So I'm excited. I'm going to definitely grab myself some. I think I'm most excited about the Giraffe Rig though, because I'm definitely a big Trick Room player. The Annihilate is cool, but I've already got one, so like, maybe, but we'll see. Now, the third event that's going to be happening is going to be happening after both of those events end on December 20th. And it's going to be running until January 5th. Now, this is going to be kind of that high-end kind of, we're all looking forward to that hype event kind of right over the actual Christmas holiday. This is going to be a shiny Rayquaza Terra Raid event. So this is actually a Terra Raid event where you can get a shiny Rayquaza. You will only be able to get one, but you can add a shiny legendary Pokemon to your Pokemon Scarlet and Violet save file over Christmas, which is definitely going to be really awesome. It's going to be a 5-star raid, so it isn't going to be a super hard raid. It's not going to be anything very, very difficult. It's obviously going to be a little bit challenging, but it's not going to be something where it's going to be so difficult where you're probably gonna have to have a team or really think about it super heavily. It's probably gonna be pretty straightforward. You're probably gonna be able to use a Pokemon like King Gambit or Annihilate to defeat it fairly easy, but we'll see. It kind of depends on what it ends up having. So yeah, shiny Rayquaza, and that'll be happening right after these two events, right over the Christmas kind of break time. Now, I don't know if there's any other events during the Christmas time. Now, I know last year we kind of had like this shiny Delibird and stuff like that, so there is some possibility that they might announce another event or two kind of closer to Christmas as far as like a mass outbreak potentially, but I haven't heard anything as of yet. So nothing as of yet, but these are definitely the three to keep your eye on 2 of them are live as of right now. The Rayquaza, like I said, will be live on December 20th. So don't miss out. Some really awesome Pokemon to catch here at the end of 2024 in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, definitely let me know down in the comments which one you are most excited for. I'll be honest, I'm not as excited for the shiny Rayquaza because I already have one. I'm actually really excited about that intellectual giraffe rig. It would be definitely a really awesome Pokemon to add to my VGC team. Hope you have an amazing time on your Christmas break catching all of these awesome Pokemon in your Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video games. And until next time, trainers, peace out.